Hi, welcome to the Truth of Tal and Isaac. I'm Tal.
I'm Isaac.
Episode number 54 coming at you tonight. Best 54 of all time? I got Brian Urlacher. Good linebacker.
I don't know any 54s. We got to just keep going until we get to like the 80s.
Okay, you got to do some research here, kid. Tonight we're obviously going to talk about the NBA stretch drive because it's big time last quarter of the season and very important topic we've been talking about for a little bit. Top 5 ice cream flavors.
Highly anticipated.
Yeah. No sauces, no fancy stuff in there, just ice cream flavor.
Start talking about ice cream later. We talk about it.
Ice cream's good. Off the top, bunch of stuff.
I have 2 off the tops.
Yeah.
Off the top, number 1, our matching tonight. You're just all blue today. Blue Man Group, love it.
Yeah, go blue.
See, brown Popeyes hat, so I'm also matching.
Yep.
So that was off the top number 1. Off the top number 2.
We're men of style.
I don't have off the top number 2. Just keep going.
Okay, I'll go. All-Star game sucks. Like, people know I'm a basketball fan at work, and they're like, hey, do you want to see the All-Star game? I'm like, no, I played tennis instead.
Okay, we'll talk about All-Star game come NBA stuff.
Okay.
A little bit.
I miss football.
Yeah, it's sad.
Man, I miss football.
Yeah. Well, you were right. The good Team Town Nation post.
Team Town Nation post. I was asleep, 9:42 a.m. I was not hyped up for any football because there was nothing coming. And the USFL, like, they drafted Shea Patterson.
You know, that's the fake there's a lot of fake football leagues, right? The XFL and the US, I don't care. I just...
Doesn't
CFL,
matter.
respectfully, is pretty fake.
Yep. Any league where Alex Hork can be the starting center probably isn't spectacular.
Why are you talking about my man Hork?
I like Hork a lot, but baseball needs to start. This is a critical time for the Tigers, right? They got all these young guys, still free agents out there they need to sign. Just freaking figure out this deal. Millionaires negotiating with billionaires. Get your crap together. Figure it out. Juwan Howard. So 5 games. Your take on that?
Wait, Juwan, are we... Okay, alrighty.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, I wanted to talk a lot about Juwan.
Yeah.
Okay. So
everybody knows, right?
I'm just going to lay out the objective, like, this is what happened, and then we'll be biased after that.
Okay.
Wisconsin's up 15 with 15 seconds left. Michigan starters continued to press Wisconsin backups. Wisconsin took a timeout with 15 seconds. Game finishes. Juwan Howard, late to the handshake line.
And was pissed.
Was visibly upset. We're objective truth tellers right now.
Yeah, the truth. We're just telling the truth here, just facts.
I think I watched the video. I counted, 6 times. He says, "Don't touch me."
Really?
Yeah. Don't touch me. Guard, who's the Wisconsin coach, put his hands on Howard in a not fighting way, just like, I want to talk to you way. Words were exchanged. Juwan continued to say, like, get off of me, don't touch me, get off of me. Kept his hand on him. Again, the hand was not a punch, it was just like a, can we talk?
Yeah.
And then words were exchanged, assistants and players kind of got mixed up, and then everything went crazy. Howard took a swipe at the coach. Terrence Williams, Michigan player, was kind of swinging. He got tackled by a Wisconsin assistant. Musa was just looking for a fight. Musa was swinging.
Yeah, nobody wants to fight Musa.
Okay, so that's the objective truth.
Yeah.
Now, let's start being biased. Go ahead.
So, he got suspended for 5 games.
$5 and $40,000.
And $40,000. I'm actually okay with that. I wish the Wisconsin guard would have been suspended for a game just to show that it wasn't entirely Juwan's fault. The end of the day, this is how it hurts Michigan. They've got a tough stretch of games right now. Actually, they're kicking Rutgers' butt right now. I think up by 10 with a few minutes to play. They've got the next 4 games are hard. They're going to win 1 or maybe 2 of those next 4 games. They're going to get into the NCAA tournament. They probably need to win a game in the Big Ten tournament, but either way, they're going to get in, and this is going to unify them. It's going to bring them tighter. And here's the deal. Juwan Howard is a multi-millionaire, played in the NBA for 16 years or something, assistant coach. He makes, $4 million a year at Michigan. He's still from the south side of Chicago.
Yeah.
Right?
Let it be known.
Don't mess with him. Chicago dudes are tough.
Isaiah Thomas. Real Isaiah Thomas is a good another Michigan example.
Yeah. I think it makes him a better recruiter.
Okay, so the short term, the badness is only short term, and we don't have one of the best coaches in the country for 5 games. That's, I think, and Musa and Terrence Williams each got a game.
Yeah.
Right.
But again, is tonight against Rutgers, and that's it.
Yeah. And looks like they're going to win. Okay, so short term, we lost Howard for 5 games, and we lost Musa, who's awesome, and T. Will, who's fine. Long term, I think I just see pros, right?
Yep.
It's very good for recruiting.
Unites the team, good for recruiting, grad transfer, good.
Chip on shoulder, right? Honestly, I might have rather him get suspended for the rest of the year, including March Madness. So that, because look, this year's a write-off. They're not winning. I
disagree with you.
No, they're not winning anything this year. Let Juwan just sit on his couch mad for 4 months, and then next year just come and hurt people. And this is great for recruiting, like you said. So I support Howard. I
support Howard.
Taking a swipe, I don't love it.
Yeah, probably not a great idea.
As a fan, sick, go for it.
It's fun.
But it's, we lost him. So here's the thing. Don't touch me means don't touch me. We're humanitarians, okay? We're progressive thinkers on the truth.
Yeah.
Okay?
Peace.
Yeah. So hashtag me too. No means no. So clearly Wisconsin...
That's true.
Yeah, right?
He was violated.
So clearly...
He felt violated, obviously.
So clearly Wisconsin has not read up on Me Too.
Yep.
And we are just ahead of them. And Juwan Howard is...
I have 2 rumors.
Okay.
I might as well just drop one of the rumors right now.
If it fits, sure.
Yep. Not that there's anything wrong with this, but Wisconsin's coach guard, he likes boys.
Wow. You can't...
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that
I
at
don't
all.
think you can assume that these days. So I'm going to move on.
I read it on the interweb. That means it's the truth.
I thought you were going to say he was racist.
Well, he's Wisconsin. They're all racist.
Okay, I thought so. That just goes.
So that's a given.
Yeah, sorry, that's my fault.
Yeah, they like cheese and they're racist.
So Juwan Howard, he acted poorly. He didn't start it. He didn't instigate it. That needs to be he did not. It's not. He's not the starter of this fight. I don't think.
No, he's not the starter. He got pushed a little bit. And he pushed back hard.
Was he really upset and didn't want to shake hands? Yes, but I think if guard doesn't touch him when Howard says "Don't touch me," I think that's the end of it.
I agree with you.
I think Howard storms off to the locker room pissed.
Yep, I agree with you.
And there's a headline saying Howard mad, and that's it. But guard really wanted to touch him. Hashtag no means no. Hashtag me too. And here we are. So
Howard deserved. Michigan is a high-end school, right? Very academic. It's a lot of money. So they have a little bit of a reputation as being hoity. Right? It's like Stanford, schools like that. Ohio State has none of that, right? You don't have to be smart to go to Ohio State. So I think to give Michigan a little bit of, street cred is good.
I think Howard deserved the biggest suspension for sure. No doubt.
Yep.
But I think you got to give guard a game, like you said. I just think it's a bad look for the NCAA or Big Ten or whoever it is to not have, watch the tape and only be, only one of these coaches is going to get suspended. I think you just give guard a game just so it looks a little bit better.
Yep, and they can be upset. Okay, who cares?
It's fine. It's as a fan, I love it. As like we said, long term, there's a lot of good things that are actually going to come from this. Mm-hmm. But we'll see. This, like I said, the year's a write off. They're not winning anything next year. We're hoping for better.
Listen, they're going to come in as a 9 seed or something like that in the NCAA tournament. They're going to win the first game for sure. Second game, they're you're not going to want to play Michigan in the second game. You want to play
100%, yeah.
Idaho State Teachers College in the second round. And they're like, man, this is tough. And you know what? The NCAA tournament guys, they're going to look and say, okay, you know what? If it's Sweet 16, Wisconsin's going to play Michigan.
Yeah, if they can work that out, it's going to be the
and
opposite.
That's it, right? Michigan does not have very good guard play. So it's still hard for them to win in the tournament.
No, and Wisconsin, I watched some of that game. Wisconsin's not that good. Michigan just couldn't hit anything. Yeah. I would love for these teams to play again. And for
awesome. Well, they might even play in the Big Ten tournament. That's
could
possible.
they? Is that?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Why don't they play in both? Big Ten tournament and then in the final. And Michigan can win both.
Yep, good.
Okay, good job, Juwan.
Yeah, good job, Juwan. We got your back. Speaking of somebody else losing to scrap, but even worse, tennis player, lots of tennis fans listen to our show. Alexei Zverev, this Russian dude.
Who
lost his crap in the end of the match. He was playing doubles, walking off the court, smashing his racket against the umpire's chair. He got kicked out of the tournament. Look it up. Kind of interesting. Just another example of people losing their crap.
Not interesting.
Speaking of not interesting, Olympics should fade away. Boom. Next topic.
I was on this for a while.
I know.
Now everyone doesn't like the Olympics. Sorry.
So
if I'm in it, I'll,
Can we talk about the Pistons now or no?
Yeah. Is there any more off the tops?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
I miss football.
Yeah. Football.
We're going to see Cade this week.
Hopefully.
So we're going to see 2 Pistons games this year. And, understand, it is very hard for Canadians to go see a Pistons game. It takes dedication and planning and do I need a COVID-19 test.com and all that stuff. Hopefully he doesn't, I'm not even saying it. We'll be able to see Cade hopefully tomorrow.
We'll see tomorrow, Thursday.
And Saturday. See tomorrow, Cade.
We'll see you soon.
You know what? He might,
Cade watches.
You probably watched. You want to... Tell you what, we won't bug you during the game, but after the game, just stop by a quick hello because we can't stay there because I got to go to work in the morning.
So I don't know when this is going to come out. Sometime Friday, maybe.
Drop it tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow, maybe earlier tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. I'm tired. I had a long day at work.
Our fans want this. Come on.
We'll figure it out. I'll put something up and we'll see.
Okay, want to talk about the NBA?
Yeah.
So Isaac, I'm not sure if you know, loves Jimmy, and he actually, I'll say this, he loves the Pistons more than me. So he is going to give an Eastern Conference analysis. I'm going to give a Western Conference analysis.
Let me just touch on. So I have to talk about Jimmy here because we're talking about the Eastern Conference, and not sure if you heard, the Heat are the number 1 seed, right? This is episode 54. Put your phone down, kids these days.
Michigan won.
Good. Kids these days.
Episode number 54.
54. I don't think Jimmy Butler has gone on the cover of one episode. Now, I think I might have mentioned him in every episode.
Oh my gosh.
But this is the first time I don't know if I've ever put him on the cover. I maybe once when he owned LeBron in that finals. That might have been the only time.
Okay.
And I'm putting him on the cover because I'm putting Chris Paul and Jimmy because they're the best player on the 2-1 seeds in basketball. So a pretty objective reason. It's not...
You're going to put Chris Paul on a cast, though.
Yeah, in a wheelchair. And Chris Paul is better than Devin Booker.
No. Yeah, he is, but not like a wheelchair like Paul Pierce is going to go poop in a wheelchair.
No,
really injured.
Yeah, Chris Paul is going to be injured soon.
Okay.
More injured, sorry. So the East. I'll talk about the East a bit. As of right now, your order is Heat, Bulls, Sixers, Cavs, Bucks, Celtics, Raptors, Nets. I see 2 tiers. I think we talked about this. I've got the Heat, the Bucks, and the Sixers. Not necessarily in order, but that's, I think, tier 1. I think those are the 3 teams that I not expect to win the East, but I'll be surprised if the Eastern Conference champ isn't one of those 3 teams.
Okay. You're not going to throw Brooklyn in that mix?
No.
Considering that New York is likely to drop its mandate for vaccines, so Kyrie can play home games.
I did not buy into Brooklyn when they had the three of the best scorers on the planet, and I'm not going to buy into them now when they've got 2 of the best scorers on the planet.
And a good defensive guy.
And a defensive guy who doesn't know how to score. So I put the Nets in the second tier. And my second tier, Bulls, Cavs, Nets, Celtics. Now, this says a lot about the Bulls and the Cavs. I think they can run with the Nets. I do not think they can run with Miami, Milwaukee, or Philly. And I love Cleveland, and I look forward to watching them tomorrow.
Yep.
But Cleveland does not have they're a year too early. They don't have the guys yet.
And also, don't forget, they've had a couple of significant injuries, right? Like Sexton and Rubio are 2, their second best guard and their third best guard.
My Cleveland insider has said that Sexton being out has actually been the betterment for the team.
He's pretty selfish, right? Yeah.
Garland's been able to develop. Mobley gets more of the rock. So I just don't think the Cavs have the guys yet. Now, if they get LeBron in a year or 2, then I might be really upset, but we're not going to go there.
Okay.
Third tier in the East, you got Hawks, Raps, Hornets.
Okay.
The Raps are the 7 seed. They're ahead of Brooklyn right now.
That's so awesome.
No one would rather play Brooklyn, who's the 8 seed, right? Miami is the 1 seed now. Miami wants Toronto instead of... They don't want Brooklyn in the first
Even though
round.
Toronto was a tough... Who's 6?
Boston.
Who's 5?
Milwaukee.
So 6, they would rather play Boston over Toronto because Toronto's a tough defensive matchup.
Miami owns Boston. Miami wants to play Boston.
Do they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Raptors, Miami can take care of Toronto, respectfully.
Okay.
So, in the East, I like the Heat a lot. I think the Bucks have a really good shot if they can stay healthy. I watched a lot of the Bucks. They're pretty on and off. Sometimes they just look off. Sometimes the rotation's off. Sometimes Middleton just bricks.
Yeah, he sometimes disappears in his...
Well, that's the joke, right? He is either garbage or he's prime Michael Jordan, where he's just knocking down every mid-range.
And, with a guy completely in his face.
Yeah. So I still think the Bucks are probably the best team in the East. If Miami's fully healthy, I'm taking Miami. I have to. So
Any word on Depot?
he's training, like he's putting stuff on Twitter, and like sometimes we see him training and we get really excited, but he'll come when we need him. Okay.
Any comments about some of the lower tier teams, right? Like the Magic, the Pistons, those guys?
Okay. Yeah, the Pistons and the Magic, I think, have the same record. They have the same amount of wins. They each have 13 wins, which is a lot. That's 13 more than me and you. So they're looking good.
Mm-hmm.
I just want the Pistons to get
I think you've hit the same number of free throws as Markel Fultz this year.
Yeah, probably.
0.
Well, do my rec league free throws count? Or
they might. Well,
so
then you've hit more free throws than Ben Simmons for sure.
Well, that's the joke, Ben Simmons, right? Like he is just going to shy, and Danny Green's like he doesn't want to play in Philly, so I don't think he's going to come back and play when he's the away team in Philly, which I thought was fun.
It's going to be so much fun to watch.
So East, I buy into the Sixers completely with Harden. Playoffs is a different story. That's one of the reasons why I don't buy into Chicago. Look, DeMar DeRozan is on like a stupid
tear.
streak.
Oh my gosh,
he can't play in the playoffs. Like that's people.
He's kind of like a Harden kind of.
Like I was at the perfect age where I was getting into basketball, and we didn't have Cool TV. We only had like TSN, so we just watched Toronto. We only got Toronto games, especially come playoff time. They got a lot of coverage, and DeMar sucked in the playoffs, and Lowry wasn't good either. But DeMar was terrible in the playoffs.
Lowry would miss a bunch of shots, but then hit some big shots in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
DeMar would take some big shots in the fourth quarter and miss them.
So I that's maybe my biggest reason. I think DeMar is just going to turn into playoff DeMar, and I am afraid Harden turns into playoff Harden. That's why I think the Sixers are the third best team in the East. I think Miami and Milwaukee are better. So
yeah, I think all your takes are reasonable.
Yeah,
Western Conference, I got a bunch of stuff. So Chris Paul injury is huge. He's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. Should not have played for 2 minutes in the All-Star game. It's just stupid. Is that going to drop Phoenix out of the top seed? Probably not. I think they've got like a 7 or 8 game lead.
6.5.
6.5. So Draymond Green, if he doesn't come back right away, and I don't think he's ready yet, like unless Steph, Clay, Draymond are playing together, Golden State is not going to overtake them. So 1 seed is going to be Phoenix, 2 seed is going to be Golden State. Phoenix is a team that people do not want to play. They're not ready yet. They're like Cleveland, but just a little bit better.
You don't think Phoenix is ready yet?
Sorry, Memphis.
Okay, I don't even think you addressed Memphis. But
Yeah, sorry. Memphis is the team that people do not want to play just because there'll be a tough out, right? Jaw's a beast, and they got good backup guys with Bane, Brooks, Jared Jackson.
Memphis is a game and a half behind.
What's Steven Adams' nickname? Can we call him the Kiwi Hulk?
I don't know.
He's a strong dude.
But I don't want to offend him with a nickname.
No,
so I'm just Mr. Adams.
Mr. Adams, we respect you and your game. Utah.
Memphis is a game and a half behind Golden State.
Yeah. I don't think that they're going to pass Golden State. I think Golden State's still going to remain the number 2 seed, which is important because they would theoretically play in the Western Conference semis against each other. Utah, they lost Joe Ingles. They still haven't proven they can win in the playoffs with Gobert. They'll probably win their first round because, again, depending on who they play, but they may not, right? Like the Clippers are right there without Kawhi and PG.
Utah and Dallas is your first round matchup as of right now.
So Utah, Dallas. Oh man, I'm picking Utah in 7.
I think I'm going Dallas.
Yeah,
I'm so bought in on
Luka's
Luka.
going to steal 2, maybe 3 games all by himself. Just does not have the horses to beat the top teams.
I'll go Dallas in 7 just because I think Luka is like.
He's going to steal 4 games himself.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
he did. He stole like 3 games against the Clippers.
So amazing. Yep. I got to give props to the Clippers, right? Like there are 2 guys that they sold everything in, like Reggie Jackson and Terrence Mann and Kennard. They're playing pretty good. Now, I think whoever they play in the first round of the playoffs, they lose to.
Well, yeah, unless they climb up a ton.
Yeah, but
Can we talk about Minnesota?
I'll get there in a second.
Okay.
Nuggets, Joker's awesome. But unless Murray and Porter and everybody's healthy, they are not going to win a first round series. Let's talk about Minnesota now, then we'll talk about the Lakers afterwards.
Denver-Memphis is your first round matchup now. That's interesting.
Yep.
I don't know if...
I got Memphis.
I got Memphis, but in 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hate the Clippers. I hate
why do you hate the Clippers? Now, you hate the Clippers because the way they kind of stack their superstar team, but
that's a big part of it. The fact that they're in LA and they built a team to to beat the Lakers and they couldn't, I just think is terrible. Like that was just such a bad collapse.
I don't like the Clippers. I like the team that they have now. They're scrappy.
Oh, the team they have now is just like guys. Like it's there's no superstars.
Nope.
I agree. I
don't know who their best player is right now.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good. Like that's why I like.
It's good. They got like 7 or 8 guys who contribute.
Yeah. Lakers.
So just funny. They're getting what they deserve. Lots of rumors floating around about LeBron being upset because they didn't do anything at the trade deadline. Well, LeBron stacked that team how he wanted it to be stacked. Westbrook is on that team because LeBron wanted him there. So live with it, pal.
So LeBron All-Star Weekend was just pumping out cryptic tweets and cryptic statements.
There was not enough attention on him for the All-Star game, so he thought, oh, how can I get more attention on me?
Okay, so let's say, so there were some things he said in person, and then there were some things he tweeted, and there were some things he had camps leak.
Okay.
So LeBron had it all covered. He had his agent camp leak. LeBron and Rich Paul are very upset at the Lakers front office for not making that John Wall trade. What's John Wall make, like $45 million a year or something dumb? Like
crazy, and he hasn't played for a long time.
So there's that, and then LeBron's like, I'm playing where Bronny plays. So then that was just like, well, how many teams are in the NBA? Like 30 or 32?
30, I think.
So there's a 1 in 30 chance that the Lakers draft Bronny and that LeBron stays in LA. So just playing my odds.
Oh, you know why LeBron did that? Because he wants to increase
his draft value.
Bronny's draft value. Because he would maybe be a second-round draft pick after his sophomore season.
I do kind of feel bad for Bronny because, like, no one is going to talk. It's going to be kind of similar to the Lonzo Ball thing a couple years ago.
He's about the 3rd or 4th best player on his high school team.
I don't watch a lot of high school
basketball. Now, his high school team's pretty good. I got that take from somebody else.
Okay.
I think Zach Lowe.
Yeah, I can't even watch Holy Names high school basketball because COVID doesn't let me in. So I can't, right?
Has that started yet?
No, but I couldn't in a few months ago. Hopefully I can next year.
Okay. Minnesota, we talked about Minnesota?
Yeah, they're awesome. They
got guys, right? Edwards is awesome. Cat does not win in the playoffs.
No, he's so
they'll be like, what are they going to be, like 9 or 10 right now?
Minnesota's the 7th seed.
Oh,
that's why I wanted to talk about them.
Okay, that'll be interesting.
If you told me Minnesota's going to be ahead of the Clippers, the Lakers, and the Blazers, that's nuts. Like,
yep.
The Lakers are barely ahead of Portland. Portland has had, like, Anthony Simmons and, like,
I know, who's
Nurkic.
lighting it up.
That's it, right? The Spurs have just young guys, and they're still winning some games.
Spurs are always fun watching.
I like San Antonio.
They're solid. They play good defense. They get, steals at the 18th pick that are really good.
So who do you like coming out of the West?
I've got Warriors over the Suns.
And everything is building up for that to be your conference finals.
Yep. Lots of stuff could happen, right? Because you got old guys, right? Chris Paul doesn't come back healthy, then they have a really tough time in their second round matchup. But let's assume their guys are mostly playing in that the Western Conference Finals. I got the Warriors.
So we bashed on the Lakers a bit. Is it bad? I'm still very, very afraid of them. I'm still I do not want to play them. I initially thought they were winning the championship, like everybody.
It's funny. Like 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, whenever like the bubble happened,
the fake championship, the Lakers won.
The Brow was like a top 3 player in the league, probably
top 2 according to ESPN.
Yeah,
nice job, ESPN.
Now is he top 20?
Yeah, he still has to be. He still is. Yeah, even though when he's on the court, yes.
Top 12.
I don't know. How many times can I put Jimmy in the top 12? Like, Jimmy and Cade is just going to consist of my top 10. So
yeah. But then you got, I'm picking John Morant over him. I'm picking Fat Zion over him. Actually, that's a joke.
No, we haven't seen... Man, I miss you, Zion. Come back, brother.
He might be in the same, prison with the Chinese tennis players, not allowed to talk to anybody.
No, Zion's prison is McDonald's, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. The playground at McDonald's, maybe.
That's a good idea. Yep.
Yeah.
Nuggets.
I just cracked the case.
Nuggets.
Oh,
Nuggets are good.
The Nuggets are signing Zion Williamson. Confirmed.
He's going to hear sense.
He's going to hear Nuggets.
Give
me that flight.
He's there.
He's on his way. He's on his way to
Nuggets.
Denver.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens the next couple of years. Like Thunder, they got all these picks, and then they also have 3 good like backcourt pieces, wing pieces, right? With Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Lou Dort, and Josh Giddey.
The Thunder, just the Thunder suck. We'll
I
talk
know,
about them
but
in
it's
10
going to be
years.
so entertaining. Like, they're going to have to trade like 5 first-round draft picks for Zion or Lillard or something like that.
They're gonna have to trade some picks away. We'll talk about the Thunder when they play the Pistons in the finals in a few years, but we're not there yet. That's in maybe 5 years, maybe.
How's Houston looking? Good pick with Green, eh?
I'm so like
So happy. Nice
Okay,
job.
All-Star.
Nice job with the dunk contest, pal.
All-Star transition.
Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
So what did you watch the All-Star?
I watched a decent amount of the skills challenge. I watched a little bit of the three-point contest. And I watched about 3 minutes of Myles Garrett in the celebrity game.
Okay, so I watched the entire Rising Star game. That was by far the best product this weekend.
Oh, sorry. I watched a fair amount of the Rising Star stuff.
Yeah, a lot of that. You went to bed early for that.
No, I stayed up past 10.
Wow. Good for you.
Thanks.
So
Team
the Rising
donation.
Star stuff was awesome. Cade won MVP, if you guys didn't hear.
Yeah, Cade, who?
Just Cade.
Oh, okay. Soon he's not even needing the last name.
No, he's just Cade. No, it's just Cade.
Cade.
And then I didn't watch. I tried to watch Dunk Contest. It was so bad. Like the Jalen Green, I think he missed his first 9 attempts.
Either 1 for 9 or 1 for 10. I read.
I think he missed his first, running up and missed it. Oh man, I think 9 times.
Terrible.
It was really bad.
But does his hair look good?
No.
No. Okay.
The good thing is this forces the NBA to make a change.
Yep.
And I don't know what the change is. I don't know if it's
They probably get those professional dunker guys off the street.
And I'm fine with that.
I don't know.
I don't care. Look, LeBron ruined the dunk contest. That's just a fact, right? By not doing it, he said the superstars aren't going to do that, I think. And
I mean, obviously back in the day, right? Like Dominique Wilkins,
Mike and
Michael
Dominique.
Jordan.
I grew up with those dunk
amazing.
contests.
Yes, you did grow up.
So, the dunk contest is just a joke. 3-point contest, even though they had their B tier of 3-point shooters, it was still awesome.
Yeah.
No Steph, no Clay, no Joe Harris, no Seth Curry, no Duncan Robinson. Those might be the best 5 shooters in basketball.
I think those guys go next year.
Hopefully, I would like to see I want to see Steph and Clay just shooting the lights out again. That was awesome. That was still entertaining. The All-Star game, I'll be honest, I watched 0 of. Did you even put it on?
Nope.
Yeah, I watched
We played
highlights.
tennis.
You were playing tennis. I watched highlights. There were some entertaining highlights.
Oh, do you want to play tennis tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.? Kev us. You don't have to.
Potentially, actually.
Okay. All right.
There you go. Tennis. You guys want tennis? Anyone? 6 a.m.? Who asked? Or
Lots of people ask about prison rules.
okay.
Okay.
So you have anything else on the All-Star game? Sucks.
Yep. Well, we thought we were done talking about the All-Star game.
Yeah, we should boycott it. Can we boycott it? Just
Can we protest? Line up some trucks outside it?
well, that seems to do a lot.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Okay, top 5 ice cream flavors. Again, this is a standalone product only. It can't be part of a sundae or a dip or anything along those lines. Standalone product only in a cup or in a plain cone. Or also from the package with a spoon. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with ice cream. It's a 2-for-1 deal. They give you a bowl with the ice cream, so you don't have to use a bowl.
Why would you waste a bowl?
They give you one. That's
I know.
awesome.
And actually, why do you need a spoon? You got fingers.
Well, yeah, you could. Yeah, we're really good.
Okay, we're good. I'm just going to throw out a couple of overrated ones first.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, because I thought about this while I was putting my list together. I'm we could do a top 5 ice creams and then a top 5 overrated ice creams. Because there's a lot of overrated ice creams.
Okay, so overrated, I just picked 2. Well, one is a specific one. Mint chocolate chip, overrated.
No comment. That's a terrible take. But
Okay, and anything with cherry bits, there's a lot of those type of ice creams. No! It's like Christmas cake.
There it is.
You don't need the cherry bits in there.
Okay, so there's a lot of overrated ice creams. The most overrated ice cream, and I've said this before.
Vanilla.
No. Vanilla's not rated highly. No one's need me some vanilla ice cream. No one's ever said that.
Vanilla's number 1 ice cream by far. Now, mostly that's because it mixes well with other stuff.
We're talking just straight up ice cream.
Yep, straight up.
Yeah.
Yep.
The most overrated.
Don't bowl.
Most-
You can't use a spoon.
Most overrated ice cream is birthday cake, because birthday cake ice cream is just like sprinkles and vanilla ice cream.
It's not very good.
Birthday cake anything, I've shared this take before. Birthday cake anything
overrated.
Unless it's actual birthday cake. But like birthday cake,
Even
cake
a lot of birthday cakes not so good.
Well, birthdays are overrated. I've already said that one.
Yeah. Honey Nut Cheerios underrated. Okay.
Honey Nut Cheerios underrated.
Number 5. This is a bit old school, but it's a good one just because it's a good product. Rocky Road.
Rocky Road?
Rocky Road.
What's the reference? What's the Rocky Road reference?
I don't know.
If anyone gets it, I'll give you a second to think. It's the Goonies. Sloth from the Goonies. Rocky
you should have left that one out there, and we'll give away some true swag.
Okay, well next time I'll make an obscure. I'll make it a more obscure one, more obscure reference. I got 2. Wait, gelato is on the fair game or no?
Like all gelato flavors?
No, like a specific
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
So I have 2 honorable mentions. Salted caramel, solid. Just like, do you have salt?
Yep.
Okay. So salted caramel, solid, and I'm sure you'll have this higher. Peanut butter, chocolate ice cream, Reese's, whatever. That's really solid. A lot of people have that as like a lottery pick. You might. I think it's really good, but I think there's a few better. So my 5, gelato, Nutella gelato.
That's a good one.
That's just lights out. Like, you can't, like...
I didn't do honorable mentions. I just threw in the overrated. Well, obviously, we didn't plan this ahead of time.
No. But Nutella gelato, just like...
Good one.
Money.
Number 4, salted caramel.
Respect.
It's just good.
Salted caramel, good.
Yep.
Sometimes
little sea salt mixed in.
Sometimes a little too much salt. That's why I held it down.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. 4. I don't know if this is a hot take. Neapolitan.
It was a hot take in 1982.
Neapolitan ice cream rocks.
Okay.
You don't...
It's fine.
I think it's...
There's about 70 other flavors I would pick ahead of
think
that.
If you're just having ice cream and nothing with it, Neapolitan has to be one of your top.
Just because the 3 combo flavors?
Because you already get, it's like an ice cream and 2 toppings. Or, you know what I mean?
I guess so. I see that.
Underrated.
Okay. Number 3, chocolate chip cookie dough.
Yeah, good take.
Good one.
That's just
good.
Class.
Yep.
3, I have mint here.
You have mint?
I love mint ice cream.
Mint chocolate chip?
Yeah, I don't get it because no one likes it. But I'm a big mint ice cream guy. And you said
When's
mint
the last time you've bought it?
Well, that's the thing. I can't, if I come home with a tub of it, no one's going to have it. I'm the only one that's going to have it.
I eat it because I eat anything, but
there it is.
I whine a little bit.
But it's like you're going out for ice cream and their cookie dough ice cream doesn't look like it has a lot of cookie doughs. I'm going with mint. Or I'm going with my number 1 prospect.
Okay.
I'll talk about Cade later.
All right.
So I have mint ice cream. I'm a big mint ice cream guy.
Overrated. Number 2, cookies and cream.
Solid. So
it's probably his number 1 pick.
So my number 2 is cookie dough.
Okay.
And I only have it down because like what I talked about. Every now and then you open up cookie dough and it's like, that's vanilla ice cream and 6 cookie dough bits. Spread it throughout the tub. The tub.
And again, maybe there's somebody who's upstairs right now who doesn't love it because we go hunting for the cookie bits when we're having the cookie dough. It's like the hunt for Red October, hunt for cookie bits. It's almost the same thing.
That's a really good one.
Yep.
That's good. That's a good take.
Yep.
So my 2 is cookie dough. Are you at 1 now?
I'm at 1. Peanut butter chocolate. With good hunks of peanut butter, good chocolate ice cream. It's number 1. It's been number 1 for a long time for me. It's like ice cream cake for my birthday, peanut butter chocolate. You can't have that because there's other stuff that goes on the ice cream cake, but it's a great one.
All right, my number 1 is cookies and cream.
Yep.
I
for sure that's the most consumed item in our household by far.
Most consumed item. Period. We go through a lot of eggs.
A lot of
bananas.
Ice cream. Yeah, we go through lots of eggs, lots of bananas, lots of strawberries.
Lots of strawberries. Yeah. Ice cubes count. A lot of ice cubes.
Yeah, we do smoothies every morning. Fair to say that my smoothie is a little uglier than Isaac's. I put like kale and kefir and chia seeds and that kind of stuff in there. What do you put in yours?
Well, Noah taught me oatmeal, so I put in oats. I don't put oatmeal in the smoothie. Sorry, I put oats in the smoothie now.
Oh, that's good.
It's actually really good.
And actually, that stays for a while, gives you protein.
Yeah.
So you're doing banana, strawberry, kefir, milk, oats, ice.
Not milk.
Protein powder.
Protein powder. Not milk, just kefir.
Oh, okay.
But one road of kefir, then milk. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. I'll make one for you.
All right, going forward, we're gonna do top 5 sandwiches soon because the fans have been asking for that for a while. KD from Staples asked for that.
Oh, actually, so the fans. So I was listening to a podcast it was earlier today, and it was like, to have a good podcast, your fans need to have a name, right? Like,
well, my Team Town Nation.
So I was thinking, is Team Town Nation just like any, like it's like like any supporter of this podcast is Team Tal Nation. I think
it's a good question.
Even if you,
I don't know, you
think I'm
you
better,
got to put a poll out to the fans
because I think
because Isaac has more talent than I do.
Well, it's not,
Isaac does more research than I do, but I'm more entertaining.
No, the thing is, like, it was about a quarter. Like, my buddy was like halfway through listening to our first episode, and was like, "Yeah, Team Tal Nation." So that's like it just started right. Not Team Isaac, Team Tal Nation.
Yeah, Team Tal
Nation.
So
I think that's just the fan. Any supporter of this show is Team Tal Nation, even though many Team Tal Nation members actually know I'm smarter and better.
And you do more research, although I've changed around my strategy a little bit. I do a good amount of my research on the weekend, right? Just because I'm not working. So I'll have my computer open on Sundays and do some research.
On when? When did I ask? Okay. So,
audible silence, because that was just a bad take from...
That wasn't a take.
Team Isaac, like, Playground or something like that.
Team Isaac
Playground.
It doesn't make sense.
I know, because there's just not enough of you. Team Isaac in the Mini Cooper. Oh, that actually is pretty good.
That's your old car. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you want to say goodbye to your fans?
Okay, fans, thanks very much. Let us know what topics you want us to discuss. Cause
not sandwiches, because that's bad.
Yeah, sandwiches are good, but it's not a lot of football to discuss for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, although Lions may draft Aiden Hutchinson. That'll be fun. Oh, here's my rumor. Pistons get the number 1 pick, and they're going to pick Skinny Chet.
Well, that's not like...
I know, but
the ordinary.
That's going to happen.
Oh, my rumor.
You're here first.
Juwan Howard's going to fight the Wisconsin coach.
Oh, that's good.
That's my rumor. The Wisconsin coach is about a 5'1" chubby white guy. Just putting that out. I'm not saying who will win. I'm just putting that fact out.
Juwan Howard played in the NBA for a long time.
And is from Chicago.
Yeah, and he's the baddest of...
the Fab Five.
The Fab Five.
For sure.
Webber's pretty bad, too.
Juwan's badder.
Juwan's tougher. Good.
Okay. Thanks, Team Tal Nation.
Peace out.